In a bustling city, there was a unique cafe on a crowded street. The cafe had a special feature. To enter, everyone needed to smile. A sensor at the door would only allow those who smiled to enter. One day, as usual, there was a queue of people waiting to get into the cafe. Some were stopping by for tea before heading to the office, while others were meeting with friends. Everyone was smiling and chatting as they entered. But on the side of that busy street, a little girl sat alone. Her name was Dhana. Near her feet were a few old clothes, a broken toy, and a dirty ball. Dhana always watched the cafe from a distance. She knew she had no right to go inside and eat. However, seeing the smiling faces of those entering the cafe made her very happy. One day, she did something different. She walked up to the door of the cafe and gave a big smile. The cafe's sensor couldn't detect that the girl was poor, it only registered her smile. The sensor opened the door, and Dhana walked in. The people in the cafe looked at her in surprise, but her smile was so innocent and genuine that no one said anything to her. She went inside and sat at a table. A waiter smiled at her and asked, "What would you like?" Dhana innocently replied, "My smile is enough." The waiter was surprised by her response, but he brought her hot tea and biscuits. Dhana enjoyed the tea and biscuits immensely. After that day, Dhana always smiled from outside the cafe. Sometimes she got a chance to go inside, sometimes she just watched from outside. But she never felt deprived because the real strength of her happiness was in her smile. The cafe owner also noticed this and made a decision. He installed a small, smile counter in the cafe, where poor children could get hot tea and biscuits in exchange for a smile. The innocent smile of that little girl had brought a new joy to the cafe. Dhana's smile had changed the atmosphere of the cafe. Now, people came not just to finish their errands but to genuinely smile. The smile counter at the cafe had become very popular. Every day, poor children would come, smile, and receive tea and biscuits. The cafe owner was very satisfied with this change. One day, a woman arrived at the cafe in a big car. She was the owner of a large company and was heavily involved in social work. As she was entering the cafe, she noticed Dhana and her friends playing at the smile counter. Their smiles brought her great joy. She approached the cafe owner and asked, "How does this smile counter work?" "It's a wonderful idea." The cafe owner replied to her question, "It's all because of Dhana. Seeing her innocent smile made me want to start this counter." The woman was very happy. She decided to do something for the education of these children. The next day, Dhana and her friends received admission letters to a special school. The woman had arranged for their complete education. The admission to the school made Dhana incredibly happy. Now, she didn't just smile outside the cafe, she also had the opportunity to learn. A few months later, Dhana brought her new school friends to the cafe. She thanked the cafe owner and said, "Because of you, I learned the importance of smiling, but education has given me the opportunity to shape my life." The cafe owner was moved by all that had happened. He hugged Dhana and said, "Your smile is true happiness, and now that you are learning, there's no doubt you'll achieve great success." Dhana's journey didn't stop at the cafe. Her smile and determination to learn took her to great heights of success. That day, Dhana stood outside the cafe once again and gave a big smile. This smile was a symbol of the success she had achieved through her hard work. The cafe's sensor recognized that smile and automatically opened the door. But this time, the entry wasn't just to the cafe but to every door of opportunity in the new world that awaited her.